This Icon podcast is hosted and sponsored by Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistants, a leading provider for your virtual assistants and outsourcing needs. Owned by one of the top-ranking EXP agents, Justin Nelson. Sphere Rocket VA provides a one-stop virtual staffing solution for business owners, and we specialize in helping business owners grow their business by leveraging through virtual assistants. Trusted by the top names in the real estate industry like Kyle Whistle, Andrew Franklin, John Kitchens, and many more. Get ready to up your success and we'll help you achieve your business goals. Book your free consultation at sphererocketva.com and find out how we can make your life easier.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Sphere Rocket VA, for making another episode of the Icon Podcast possible. I'm your host, Gianna, and today we welcome Jorge. We're going to get to learn all about him. Jorge, thanks for joining me.
Hey, no problem at all. Thank you for having me, Gianna. We truly appreciate it.
Of course. So let's talk all about you. Take us back to the beginning. Who are you? Where are you from? What market are you in now? And how did you end up in real estate?
Man, okay, that's a lot. I don't know if you guys have enough time. My name is Jorge Montilla, realtor here in Atlanta. So, man, to make a long story short, born in the Dominican Republic, came down here to the United States, Rhode Island, of all places, smallest state in the country, when I was 11 years old. At 20, graduated at 22, couldn't really find a great opportunity. I wanted to become a police officer. Came down to Georgia to become a police officer. Did that for about 2 years. So after the police thing didn't really work out, decided to jump into real estate.
Okay. So you're like, yeah, I'm not loving this police thing. Let's try real estate. That's an industry change.
Exactly.
So did you start with EXP is the brokerage, or what attracted you to EXP to make that switch? Because I know that's not easy.
Yeah, good question. No, actually, I started with a big red company. Initials KW. So I got my license back in 2015. So I joined KW 2015. So that was, I'll be honest with you, I have absolutely nothing negative to say. Had an amazing experience while I was out there. Rookie of the year, top producer every single year, top 5% in the office. And it was the number one office in the Southeast, number two in the country. That's the reason we wanted to be part of that office. But anyways, it was an amazing experience. I learned a lot of things within the KW. So I was there for about 5.5 years. And then 2020, I made the move. Yes, 2020, October 2020. And it's been absolutely amazing. So the reason was, to be honest with you, I felt like I reached the ceiling. And in order for me to break through and, keep growing, I needed to continue to buy into the coaching and pour into, and then there's Gary's Top 100, and there's just a lot more expenses. But so one of my business partners said it best. He came from KW as well. He says that I didn't upgrade the quality of people. I upgraded the quality of the access. So the people are absolutely amazing at KW. They're absolutely amazing at EXP. It's just the access to those people is a little different. So that was a turning point for me when I met with one of the top producers here in Georgia. And literally we just had a meeting, grabbed some lunch. I expressed to him some of the issues I was having in my business. He took me back to his office, printed out his entire playbook on that matter, and just gave it to me. So I figured, man, if you're doing that without any financial gain, without me, imagine what he would be able to do for me if I was to be part of EXP. So that's when I decided to make the move, and it's been exactly what I thought it would be, if not more. I just have him as a business partner. Now I have hundreds of business partners. I'm looking to hire two buyer's agents and then this quarter. And I just got off the phone with another top producer here in Atlanta that just, again, gave me all of his nuggets.
Absolutely. That's so cool, and like you said, like the scalability. So, you like the scalability, you like the resources, but what keeps you here? What makes you say, like, EXP is it for me? I don't want to move.
Man, honestly, obviously it's golden handcuffs. I'm not saying I can't predict the future. I don't know if EXP is going to be the number one in 5 years. I'm pushing for it, and of course, I'm contributing by attracting agents for it to be the number one office, and number one brokerage in the next 20 years. However, what keeps me here today and for the foreseeable future is the golden handcuffs. So again, obviously, it's absolutely amazing to be able to reach out to these agents, and not only my sponsor, but also every other business partner. That's absolutely amazing. But also, as you probably know, the stock that I was able, obviously, I was an icon agent. So being able to get, and again, I was a top producer at KW back in my days. So for 6 years, I capped. For 6 years, I paid him happily. I paid him $18,000 every single year, and I got a cap, literally a hat. You know what I mean? Here I got $16,000 worth of stocks, which are worth a lot more today. So that to me is, I'm getting ready to purchase a home, and I didn't have to use my bank statements as a down payment. I just use my stocks, because I don't want anybody digging around. So I just use my stocks as a down payment, so as proof of the down payment. So I mean, it's just incredible. You've heard stories of people buying their dream homes, taking their dream vacations, paying their kids' college off, or their debt with the stock. So that to me is absolutely amazing, as well as revenue share, being able to pour into agents. Again, one of the agents that is coming onto our team is from our one of our business partners that I attracted to EXP. And being able to, so this weekend I'm going to host an open house for a couple of our agents to show them how to do an open house. And so being able to, that fills my bucket, being able to pour into agents, but not only being able to pour into agents, also having a company that will share their revenue with me by me helping them grow their agents. So it's just the business plan is just absolutely phenomenal for what my goals are in life and in business.
Absolutely. So, you're a busy guy. How do you keep, yourself from burning out? How do you take care of Jorge? How do you manage that work-life balance?
Oh man, is it truly a balance? That's an interesting concept. Honestly, the way I do it is by having a morning routine. So every morning I'm up at 4, not every morning, 99% of mornings I'm up at 4 a.m. So I'm in the gym by 5 a.m. Getting dressed, all that good stuff, getting ready for the office. 6 to 7, and then by 7 a.m. I'm in the office. I do my role plays and all that good stuff at 8 a.m., get the team ready to go. And then I'm off to the races at 9. So being able to have that routine in the morning keeps me sane, honestly. If it wasn't because of that routine, because again, there have been days that I've overslept and I wasn't in that routine, and it's just, it's a mess. So to be honest with you, being on that routine Monday through Saturday is absolutely amazing. And then Fridays, I'll be honest with you, I usually take Fridays off unless something happens. But yeah, being able to stick to that routine has really, really helped my mental game.
Absolutely. And, being the best you for your clients, that speaks a lot. So, you're an icon agent. That's why you're on this podcast. You've got high production. So in your own words, can you explain what the Icon Award is to you, the benefits you got from it, and the kind of production you had to do in your market to achieve the icon status?
Okay, so in production, so in order to achieve it, I had to do 6 deals in order to cap, and then 20 deals after that in order to become an icon. So obviously we did more than that, than the minimum standard, but that's in our market is roughly about 6 to 8 deals at our average price point, and then 20 after that. All of the benefits, again, being able to get the $16,000 back in stock. Obviously it's divided, but we've gotten the $16,000 back in stock already. I became a mentor because of the icon. I chose to become a mentor for the entire year. So again, being able to pour into other agents, other new agents. Again, we had a meeting this morning at 11 a.m. with an agent that just got their license 4 or 5 weeks ago. So going over exactly what their 20% is, what their day-to-day needs to look like. I mean, that to me, again, that fills my bucket. So becoming an icon agent has opened up, a lot of opportunities to be able to help other agents.
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's a good point. Like, you pour back into it, you're excited to be a part of the EXP culture. And, when somebody else wins, when you're teaching somebody and they're excelling, so are you.
Yes.
So that's the cool part about the revenue share and stock options, the collaboration here. So, to a new EXP agent or maybe an agent that is new to real estate in general and picked EXP as their first brokerage, is the Icon Award something that is obtainable for them? How would they achieve that in their first year? What's some advice you have for them?
Yeah, I would say, I mean, I'm going to be a little, optimistic here, but I would say 100% as long as you're focused. Because again, my first year, I capped on my previous brokerage and sold more than 20 houses my first year. So it's 100, and I didn't sell my first house until May of that year. So that's 4 months of not producing anything. And then in the other, 8 months, if I would have been an EXP, God, I wish I would have been an EXP back then. I would have capped.
Mhm.
I would have capped. I'm sorry. I would have reached Icon. So yeah, 100%. Again, it will, especially in this market, it's the toughest market that I've ever worked. I'm kind of dating this podcast, but spring of 2022 is the toughest market I've ever worked. And again, we'll reach Icon this month. We'll reach Icon in a few months. So focus. I would say the number one advice I would give new agents coming into EXP is like really get into the community, get into the environment. Because it's a virtual brokerage, a lot of people tend to just do their own thing in their home, and just, kind of just be in their own head. I would say get out of the Zoom, go out there and get to know your business partners, get to know other EXP agents and find out what are they doing. So yeah, get out there and collaborate, talk to other agents, talk to other icons and figure out what they did to grow their business. But yeah, I believe it's 100% doable. When you look at the numbers, it falls down to an average of about 15 to 20 contacts per month. I'm sorry, per day, 5 days a week to be able to reach Icon.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's great. Those numbers really help somebody set out numerically, goals you need to be setting weekly to be able to get to that goal in the long term. You've got the big vision, but you got to set those weekly, achievements to work towards it. So, one point you were on the outside of EXP, you were looking at the greener grass, but I'm sure, you heard the rumors that, oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Oh, EXP is a cult, like just crazy things. So, what would you say to somebody that's sitting on the fence with that kind of skepticism about EXP?
Man, that's a good question. I actually went through this exercise not too long ago. So I heard of EXP back in 2018. I explored it a little bit. So I started asking, everyone at KW what their thoughts were about this model. And of course, I mean, it wasn't anything positive, and I kind of just put it away. I did the math of just based on stocks, how, my financial position, and I would have been probably about $500,000 wealthier. So that's my cause to not explore the model. So I would say, again, have a conversation with people that are actually doing it, not necessarily that hang their license with EXP. No, the people that are succeeding at a high level at EXP, and find out why. So again, I mean, it's not. This is a producing company. I mean, just in our market alone, we're the second. I mean, we've only been in this market for about 6 years, I think, and we're already the second highest producing brokerage in our MLS. So we sell over $2 billion last year. We sold over $2 billion of real estate last year. So of course we produce in our small group, our network. So there's a little under 100 agents, and there's 8 icons. Another one so roughly about 9 to 10% of our agents in our small group here in Georgia are icons. So again, we're producing agents. We're out there selling houses. The guy I mastermind with this morning, he sold over 100 homes a year.
Wow.
The gentleman that introduced me to EXP sold over 140 homes a year. So at the end of the day, I mean, you're talking to producing agents. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not just a recruiting company. Of course, we're all excited, or most of us are excited about EXP, and we want to tell the world. And actually lasted, I've been here for about 19 months. In the first 12 months, I kept it to myself because I didn't know the benefits. I hadn't reached Icon. But once I reached Icon and I saw the benefits, oh man, I'm screaming it from the mountaintops.
Absolutely, you know, and that's the thing about EXP. People say, you know, I wish I would have come over sooner. Yes, we're trying to recruit you. Yes, we're going to share our secrets with you because we all win here, which is really cool and it's great for the culture. You know, we've got EXP Con, we've got Shareholders Con. These people want to be together. They want to be in the same room as other masterminds, really. And I think that's so cool about the culture here. So why did you choose mentorship as your path to, you know, contribute to the culture here versus, you know, coaching a 1 hour class or speaking?
Again, because the bucket thing, you know, so this is more of a selfish, but I like the one-on-one. I like being able to sit down with an agent and figure and go through a business plan. I like sitting down with an agent and, you know, going over, hey, how many calls did you make? How many follow-ups, this and the other, and kind of be their coach rather than just, you know, be a teacher. And there's nothing wrong with either or, but I felt like I can contribute a lot more by becoming a mentor by doing the one-on-one and the people that choose to, again, plug in, than just teaching, you know, 6 classes a year.
No, absolutely. Well, I'm out of questions for you, Jorge. Is there anything else you want to touch on?
Man, no, not at all. Not anyone again thinking of possibly joining EXP again. Reach out to whoever introduced you to the model. You know, really, if you're gonna watch the video. You know, go through it. Pick out any issues that you may have and have that conversation. Whoever introduced you to the model, but again, it's I mean, we literally had a mastermind last week of a gentleman, Dan Beer, one of our business partners, you know, sold over I think 700 homes in San Diego. I mean, just sold $612 million. You know, Kyle Whistle was here as well, sold over 400. So just those two guys alone sold over $1 billion of real estate last year, and they're at EXP. There must be a reason. You know, both of those guys are netting over $2 million a year. They don't. Yeah, I'll stop there. But there must be a reason. So again, if there are any doubts about the model, if you have any questions about the model, explore it. Don't listen to the rumors. Like, find out about yourself. It's not for everybody. But if you're looking to explode your business, if you're looking to grow your business, and if you're looking to potentially have an exit strategy, you know, sometime in the future, I don't know of another model. I don't know of a better model.
Yeah, 100%. You know, you couldn't have said it better. This is the place to be right now, especially if you're looking to grow. If you're content with where you're at right now, fine. But if you are wondering if there's somewhere that, you know, you can really build up on yourself, your brand, and your teammates, this is the place to be. Jorge,
Yes.
thank you so much for joining me today.
Jana, thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.
Of course. And if you want to do a spin-off episode soon, we could talk about, you know, maybe some of your mentorship tips or that vision board behind you, whatever you want. You just hit me up and we can get to chatting about it. Okay.
Awesome. I look forward to it.
Thanks, Jorge. Talk to you later.
Bye.